What's up, market snipers? This is Jesse. It's about 8:45 p.m. my time, and we're going to do a video here. Bitcoin and crypto bouncing? Question mark. Well, we covered it a little bit on the live stream this morning, about 12 hours ago. But we're going to take a little bit deeper dive here. We're going to cover Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, ADA, Matic, DOT, Litecoin, XRP, and Ape. Because someone else had requested Ape, and so it's still on here, and I was taking a look at the chart, and so we're going to cover those. We'll start with ETH. We'll do Solana. We'll go right down the list, and we'll come back to Bitcoin and just kind of re-emphasize everything with Bitcoin. So try to keep this at 10 minutes, but it's going to be difficult when we're looking at almost 10 assets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 10, I think. So here's Ethereum. Have this longer term correction, right? So you're looking at a consolidation. That's price. Let's go to the date range. So from here to this breakout here is 76 days of consolidation, right? Welcome back to the bear market. If you forgot, we're still here. We're still grinding out the charts every single day here. So 76 days. To this bottom right here was 59 days, right? So 59-day correction. And what we're pointing out on several of these charts back on day 59, so we're looking at about 16 days ago, 2 weeks ago, we were pointing out on all these crypto assets that you had bullish divergence, right? So you got bullish divergence, and we'll spend a little bit more time on Ethereum. And then you'll see that most of the other charts will all start looking very similar, right? So, we were talking about this on the live streams a couple of weeks ago, bullish divergence, bullish divergence. Some of them even had like a reversal candle. So look at the settings, 40 and 60. So it'd probably be like if you move this down, maybe you get a reversal candle, right? Maybe not. Well, for time purposes, for purposes of saving time, we'll just we won't mess around with the settings on it. But sometimes I mess around with the inputs, and you'll get a reversal candle on different settings. So again, bullish divergence from August 18th to September 11th, followed by price was increasing, followed by it looks like a higher low. So that is the higher probability. After bullish divergence, followed by a higher low, and now you see price breaking out, and then price had a buy signal and already has hit target 1, right? So that's what we're going to be looking for over and over again on these charts is you've got a higher low here, right? Let me change the color on this just so we can see it a little bit better. And you've got a low here, right? So you got a low, you got a higher low, right? On the daily chart. So this is your higher probability breakout, right? So then you've got the bullish divergence. So if we go to bullish divergence, right? So from here, this candle to this candle, right? So that's going to be your bullish divergence followed by a higher low, and then you see the breakout happening and calling it out in real time, followed by, it was a pending buy signal, right? We were even talking about it beforehand. The candle before even, right? Had a pending buy signal the candle before, end up closing back down, and then had a pending buy signal today. It was before the 5 o'clock close, and then close with the buy signal and already hit target 1. So that's what we're going to be looking for. The very similar setup to Bitcoin, where we had the bullish divergence followed by a higher low, followed by breaking out of the downward trend line and the buy signal, right? Target's already laid out in advance. Let's keep moving. Let's go right on to Solana. Solana, what we were pointing out on the live streams a couple weeks ago was that Solana didn't have the similar bullish divergence. There was bullish divergence back here, but no bullish divergence down to here, unlike the other crypto assets, unlike Bitcoin, right? But other things are very similar, right? So you draw out the trend line from there. And we were even talking about this on the live stream. So you can always go back to the live streams and watch the tape on the film about the game that we're playing every day. You know, consolidating, I kind of drew it out. We could see it, you know, come back down, possibly put in a higher low, and then break out after that. And that's exactly what it did. Looks like it's putting in the higher low here, followed by a breaking out. There was a pending buy signal. It flipped into a buy signal, and price got very close to that very first target, right? So that's Solana. Cardano, no pending buy signal yet. So we've got the bullish divergence. We've got the bullish divergence, right? Let me put that on. Just kind of map it out. So you get the bullish divergence, and then you've got the higher low here, right? So very similar setup. Now I could probably change the inputs on this and it'll pick up the bullish divergence over here. But again, to save time, you know, for this video recording, we'll just assume that the indicator would pick it up. But if not, you know, I can eyeball it and say that this is also the bullish divergence. And it was on the well, it wasn't the same days. This was the 17th and this was the 11th. Ethereum was the 18th, I believe. I think we just did the 18th. Yep. And the 11th. So 1 day off on this RSI drop there. So going back to Cardano, right? So the bullish divergence, the higher low, price broke out and closed above. This would be the second day closing. And most likely, right? Most likely, this candle will turn into a pending buy signal, right? So today, you know, there's almost 21 hours, 20 hours remaining left in this candle, but most likely this candle ends up turning into a buy signal after, and it already closed back out above the downward trend line, right? So that's Cardano. Matic, let's see if we can kind of draw a similar trend line, right? So let's go like that. So also, Matic also had a close above the downward trend line here, right? And we're going to see if there's follow through after that. It's most likely this candle or the next candle will start to make its move up and will also produce a pending buy signal. And of course, it will flip into a buy signal after the close. A lot of times you may or may not want to wait for it, but going back to you got the higher low here, very similar to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. They're all start looking very similar after a while. You've got the bullish divergence on the 22nd and the 11th. So the 11th is a common date for showing that divergence. This where it started on the divergence, you know, has been the 17th, 18th, and 22nd so far. So this is Matic. It looks like it broke out, had a close above, and either today or tomorrow could have a pending buy signal. So that's what we're looking at on Matic. Dot. So if there's no buy signals yet, and other crypto assets that have had the divergence, other crypto assets have had, oh, bigger screen. Let's go bigger screen here. Ooh, we're already at 9 minutes on the recording. Woo! So if other assets have already had the divergence, and if other assets have already had the higher low, but this one hasn't broken out yet, could we say that time is, that it's lagging time-wise, right? And so instead of chasing an asset, right? Say if you missed the Bitcoin breakout, and then we were telling you about Ethereum breakout. And obviously none of this is financial advice. So we're going to tell you about the breakouts. We're going to show you the charts, all that stuff. You still have to make the decision to buy, to sell, to take profit. Put your stop loss in. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your financial planner. I'm just showing you the charts, what I see for educational entertainment purposes only. And so, but if it's lagging time-wise, right? Say if it's lagging time-wise, is it better to chase an existing asset that's already broken out and is already pumping and already got that first flush, and then all the lagging algorithms all kick in after that? Or is it better to find a similar looking asset like DOT, where it's got the bullish divergence and then it's got the higher low, right? So what do you think would be better? Well, in my opinion, it's better to find the one that might be lagging time wise and then take that one at these lower levels. And then also the ones that have already broken out, they may give us clues of what targets they hit. Maybe they hit one target and roll over, right? Maybe some of them hit two targets and roll over, or three or four, whatever it is. We can watch for that, the ones that are leading the way, and maybe even play the ones that are lagging time wise very similar, and be aware of what targets that are actually being hit. So that's why we look at it all, even if we're not trading it all, right? So we trade the chart first and foremost, the one that's in front of us, but we do like to look at other similar charts and compare them and map out, well, what if it hits the same target or a very similar price target, right? So, I need water. I need water. I don't have any water. That's okay. So we're going to keep going. But my mouth is getting a little dry. So if the voice sounds weird, that's why. We've got the bullish divergence, right? We've got another August 18th, and then this is another September 11th, right? And then this could be a sneaky higher low right here, right? So, and the reason why I say it's sneaky higher low is because it was more rounded. It wasn't like such a sharp move down and then bounce up after that, right? So sometimes it's easier to see it by having like a line, right? So you can see like the divergence, and then you can see, a higher low possibly here, right? So let's go back to the candles. So, and then price broke out here, came back tested the downward trend line, and then pushed off of it, and then end up having a buy signal. So target one has been hit, and the probabilities start to increase that it most likely is going to hit target two on Litecoin. Let's keep going. Let's go to XRP. Then we'll round it out with Bitcoin, and we'll call it. It's already at 13 minutes. Try to keep this to 15 to 20 minutes now. So again, looking very similar even on XRP. You've got already had the bullish divergence oval on there, or the ellipse, right? What's it called? Yeah. Ellipse. So you got the bullish divergence. This one's on the 17th, and then again on the 11th. So they're all right around the same dates as well, right? And then it's looking like this could be the higher low. It's pretty early still, but it could be the higher low. And if we try to draw out a trend line here, you can see that price did break out. Price did come back test it. Looks like it also pushed off, and looks like it possibly could have a buy signal any minute now. So still 20 hours remain until a pending buy signal becomes a buy signal anyways. It's still pretty early. It seems like it's lagging time-wise even on XRP. I could basically do the eyeball test going back here, hit some major targets here on that one daily candle pump, and that was it. I know a lot of quote-unquote experts out there were calling for $2.50. It pumped and dumped in one day up to 93 cents, but now it's consolidating, and we could be seeing another move up. So let's take a look. The eyeball test, probably got target 1, 2, 3, 4. right? So will it pump and dump again? Or is this time different and it's actually going to pump up, flip resistance into support, and then continue up? It remains to be seen. But if Bitcoin ends up putting in a lower high, then I would be expecting most likely crypto assets will be as well. So that's XRP. Here is Ape. So Ape is pending a buy signal as of right now, right? So pending a buy signal. This has been a that's a pretty big correction on Ape. It looks like 82% since January. Wow. So over the last 7 months, 87%. Let's see if we can kind of get a longer term trend line here. Yep, that lines up very nicely, right? So very nicely lining up. Now, the difference is with Ape is there is no bullish divergence, right? Let's see. Yeah, not really. I mean, a little bit of divergence right here, but not as similar as the other ones where they had divergence starting on August 18th and September 11th, right? So, but regardless, price did close above this downward trend line for the first time since January. And then after that, we have a buy signal on 8. So this was a bigger correction, could be a bigger bounce, possibly. And so when you're looking at a potential, if you're looking at more shorter term, you probably got little tiny targets here. If you think it's a bigger one, maybe the targets are more like that, right? The eyeball test. So maybe it's more something like this, and then continues up like that. So that's Ape. Let's go to Bitcoin. We're already at 17 minutes. Try to wrap this up in the next couple minutes here. Oh. So we still have these longer term targets based off of the weekly chart, right? So again, going back, we do have that bullish divergence also on the 18th and September 11th, right? So very similar that we've been covering on the live streams. So definitely tune into that. Or, if you can't make it at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, always feel free to do the replay crew. We appreciate it either way. So you got the bullish divergence followed by the higher low, followed by price breaking out and close right on the trend line, right? So very, very close. Probably have to drop down to like a 1 just to kind of see it. And it looks like it closed right on the trend line. Now it's kind of back testing. There was a buy signal. Target 1's already been hit. So now we're going to see if it's going to bounce off of it, similar to Ethereum and some of the other crypto assets, continue up on these targets. And then the same game plan is that we talked about from back here at 29,000. Would we see price come down, find support, bounce after a second target, third target, or fourth target, right? And build out that lower high, right? So that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're watching. If you're buying this dip, don't forget to sell that rip. With that said, I'm going to call it just under 20 minutes. We did pretty good getting through 10 different assets. Please like, comment, and share this as much as you can. I'm going to send this out through the free newsletter. I'm also going to send it out on YouTube public, and of course I'll post it in the Discord. Thanks for everyone's support. Can't wait to see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., about 12 hours from now. And don't forget, if you're in the Discord, we have a Friday jam session. It's a private stream just with the Discord members on Friday, and it lasts about an hour as well. We just kind of hang out, talk charts, ask me questions, stuff like that. So with that, hope everyone has a good evening. Or if you're 12 hours from now, you're just waking up, good morning, and I'll see you on the next one.